We are back. This is 2 of 2 of our Money in the Bank review series.
Hey, this is the last installment. So
It's been a long journey.
if you guys have been liking it so far, I'm sorry it has to end like this.
I mean, like I said, it's been a long journey. I think we've made a lot of friends on the way.
Yeah.
Met a lot of acquaintances. Made a lot of money. Didn't make any money. Got some shirts. But this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. This. Everyone remember this? Yeah. This is what we're here for. Why is there a spider on me? Get off me. Sometimes you film outside and spiders feel like it's their time, but it's not their time.
You should always film outside. It's very relaxing.
This is very relaxing.
Less birds dropping F-bombs.
It really is. Especially we're in the great outdoors. Let's see if they can see the fire.
There's fire behind us.
See that right there? Oh, you can see it. Nice. That is a mountain on fire. A little bit. A few miles. Enough miles that I'm not too worried. But
We're not. Yeah, it was a mile. There was one that was a mile from our house a week ago, so it's
Yeah.
better.
this is much better.
Much better.
Sorry for those people, but it ain't us. We love them and all, but we don't know them.
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
The show starts off with SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match.
do you want to try to guess? I want to see if you can name all 8 without cheating.
Okay. Oh, all 8 in the SmackDown Money in the Bank match?
Yep.
All right. We had Sheamus, Sin Cara,
Yep.
Orton, Gabriel. No, sorry. Gabriel and Slater.
Yep. One man off band.
Yep. And then you had Kane,
Mhm.
Barrett, Rhodes, and Bryan.
Yep.
Seen this too many times. This match went like half hour.
It was a long match.
They-
The SmackDown ones seem to always be longer than the Raw ones.
Because
Maybe it's just because there's more guys they're trying to get over.
Yeah.
Because the Raw guys are more established most of the time.
And this one had they wrote Sin Cara off for a little while by having Sheamus powerbomb him through the ladder.
That was when he failed the test.
Yeah.
The wellness thing.
That was pretty. That was a cool spot too.
That was a really cool spot. The crowd was going. It was Chicago, so they were going nuts because they love heels.
They love anybody, man.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
who puts their heart out there, man.
That's all you need.
Yep.
But this one was one of those matches where you felt like you knew it was going to be Sheamus or Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
You knew it in your heart, and you're like, it was one of those things where you pretty much knew who was going to win, but you weren't mad about it.
Yeah.
But you knew for a fact they were going to win.
But you're like, oh well, these guys are both young.
Yeah, it'll be good,
They've been main eventers before, so they can carry it. It'll be good for the company.
This match also had a lot of cool spots.
Oh yeah.
Before we forget, Justin Gabriel's 450 off of the ladder set up on where he had no room at all to do.
Yeah.
This was the last pay-per-view before the Trio Row show started because we started at SummerSlam.
This was pay-per-view that made us say we could.
Let's just say, if we would have done this live, we'd have 6,000 subscribers right now. Because I was too excited.
We were young. We had better looking hair back then.
We did beards.
Beard?
I had the beard. Oh, they saw the beard because we came in with the beard.
It's true.
But
Man.
yeah, we were just freaking out. We were so excited for this pay-per-view that no matter what happened, we were going nuts. Like,
We bought it.
we did buy it. This was the second one we bought. We bought WrestleMania 27, and then we bought this, and we bought SummerSlam, and some more. But this one we're like, okay, because we said we'll buy the big 4, and we'll see if anything persuades us, like Extreme Rules this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We bought. Oh yeah, we did.
We bought WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble.
You're right.
So we stood true, but then we also had an accidental one because
bought the
stuff
Chamber,
wasn't
too, didn't
actually
we?
good. We did buy the Chamber, and we bought Extreme Rules. Man,
We spent a lot of money on pay-per-views.
good for us. So
Yeah.
you can't say nothing.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
guys
tell
can't
us
say anything.
nothing.
We watched. We buy the A's and the B's.
Yep,
we don't
we
buy
do.
the C's.
Never. No, why would you buy the C's when you have the A's and the B's?
Exactly.
Facts.
We're talking breast size right now. We're
Nah.
talking pay-per-view quality.
Pay-per-view quality. But this match, the winner was a man who was gone to be a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
And didn't see it back then, as far as happening.
Oh, I called it by the fact that he'd be my favorite guy, and I couldn't pick against him.
There's a difference between calling it and picking him because he's your favorite guy. I don't think you said he's gonna win, and then he's gonna end up being world champion, and then he's gonna be the number 1 contender for the WWE title for a while, and everything's gonna be so over by saying yes.
Well, the thing is, you asked me like, why'd you pick Daniel Bryan? I said,
Can't pick against him.
because it's one of those things where I could pick Wade Barrett or Sheamus or something like that. But if Daniel Bryan wins, I'm even happier because I'm gonna get more points.
Wasn't it ironic that it took you almost a full year to pick against Daniel Bryan?
Yeah,
You picked CM Punk at No Way Out, and I picked Daniel Bryan. Talk about reverse
Yeah.
psychology. We were both confused that day. I don't know what happened. But Daniel Bryan wins this match, and at the time, ape crazy, running around,
Yeah.
just saying. We had the little toy belt. It's gonna be yours. He was so excited.
I was pumped. It was a
And-
great time. The ending though,
Yeah.
where Wade Barrett had him up on the wasteland
It was
down onto the ladder.
very
setup.
good ending.
Yeah, it was like, oh snap, is Wade Barrett about to win this right now? Because you felt like Wade Barrett was the favorite going in.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan got down, and kicked him a couple times, and then got one more big kick to the head.
And it was one of those things where even when he was by himself on the ladder, you're like, okay, who's gonna come break it up?
Yeah. And then Rhodes came. He got with the guillotine.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the SmackDown Money in the Bank match for the past 2 years always had more creative like spots, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
They
with
put
more,
guys. Yeah.
like not as much like whoa crazy, but more like the stuff that they're doing is more like unique,
Mm-hmm.
different. You know, you don't see 3 guys go up on the ladder and then one guy's choking out the other one, and Wade Barrett was like right behind about to grab it, and you're like I remember we both were like, oh no, Barrett's about to grab that
Mhm.
thing. Even though I picked Daniel Bryan, I was still rooting for Barrett, Rhodes, and all those guys as well. I was hoping it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
We were young and not mean back then.
Mm-hmm.
But once Daniel Bryan grabbed it, pandemonium.
It was. He was really excited. I wouldn't quite put it to the level of when I like almost fainted later, but
Well,
He
hey,
was
it
pretty
got the
excited.
show off a good
oh
note.
yeah,
Yeah.
like because and again, we've said this before in other videos. This would not have worked as well in Chicago. This all was just a full circle pay-per-view that everything that happened worked so well because of where they were as well.
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember what match. I don't remember what order the matches went in. What was the second
next
match?
one
Was it the Divas or was it Mark Henry?
It was Mark Henry. Next.
Okay, then we got Mark Henry versus the Big Show, and this was where it all began for Mark Henry. Oh my goodness,
Moment of silence for Mark Henry.
love that guy. But we get this match, and this match, like this, I was looking forward to this because you're like, man, who can? I mean, these guys are 2 huge guys. And like, I don't know where they're going with this. I think we both. I don't remember who we picked.
Mark Henry put Big Show through a cage right before this, like through
Mhm.
the sidewall of the cage,
Yeah,
and Mark Henry was just starting to get that whole mean streak going.
after he got traded to Raw or drafted to SmackDown.
He puts we put the week before. It shows in like the video package, and you remember this pretty well.
Mhm.
He put Big Show through the sidewall of the cage, and it was just.
I think
like,
it was on the Viewer's Choice episode of Raw. I think.
Yeah.
Or one of those two that during the whole CM Punk thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they had it built up to where like, okay, there's gonna be revenge. Big Show's still a face here, obviously. So it was, and he was a liked face. I mean, he's always been, whether we like him or not, he always gets cheers.
Yeah.
But Mark Henry, this is where it all started. He gets the win, but afterwards, what happened? That was what was better. This is the beginning of the HOP,
Hall of Pain.
the Hall of Pain. He said, "I'm gonna get a chair. I'll put this chair on your ankle. I'm gonna splash on the chair." Shattered ankles. This is when Big Show got written off TV for a while, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we didn't
showed
see
off
him for a while.
while.
So yeah, so Mark Henry wins this match because he's Mark Henry.
Yeah. Mark motherfucking Henry.
He's Mark Henry.
He was Mark motherfucking Henry.
Oh yeah, now he's hurt and he'll earn his full name back.
Yeah.
But then it was the Divas match, right?
Yeah.
Then we get Kelly versus Brie Bella. You heard right. Kelly versus Brie Bella.
I don't remember much. I always skip this match whenever I watch the pay-per-view.
To be completely honest, we probably have seen this match once, and it's because we had to.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Let's start off more fireworks since there's not enough fires going on. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
They're doing fireworks when there's like fires ablazing.
Yeah, houses are burning down, children are dying. Brie Bella lost to Kelly. I think so, right?
I don't remember. We're gonna go ahead and say it was match for the ages.
It's
Can't remember who was the champ.
can't remember who lost it. So
Hopefully they did some twin magic. If you're watching our Money in the Bank 2011 review to find out who won the Divas title match, then I'm sorry.
then you should be watching Shimmer as opposed to WWE.
It's very true. Mosquitoes. Who let the dogs out? Ridiculous.
All right,
But then we get to
the Raw.
the
one.
Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Can you name the 8?
Let's see.
He doesn't like this one as much, so it might be hard to name the 8 because he likes the SmackDown one better.
You had Miz,
Yes.
Del Rio,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Alex Riley,
Mm-hmm.
Evan Bourne.
Yep.
Kofi Kingston.
Yep. 2 left.
I'll think of it.
Give you 5 seconds.
Jomo.
4. Jack Swagger
I was gonna say so.
and Ron Killings are true.
See, I wasn't gonna say those guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
TBH.
But yeah, so we have this one. This is the one where they all start out with the ladders in hand, and they come in, and they end up burying Del Rio. Poor guy. He just gets ladders thrown on him, and all the fun stuff. But the thing I will remember about this match most is Miz getting hurt.
Yeah.
Miz getting hurt. Well, Evan Bourne's mosquitoes. Evan Bourne's shooting star press off the ladder onto everybody was pretty cool too. Like that was sick. But what I'm talking about is when Miz gets hurt, leaves, and this guy was freaking out. That's torn ACL, that's MCL, man.
Yeah, well,
This is back when you thought every injury was 100% legit.
Well, this one looked legit because his knee folded underneath
He
him.
sold it like an American.
I don't know. I think his knee might have dislocated. They might have relocated it and said, "Go finish up the spot."
He makes me more of a champ then. I'll go with that story.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at it with how it ended, he didn't need like Del Rio pushes him off, and then they go probably the planned ending, which is him and Ray, and Del Rio pulling off.
But he hasn't pushed Miz off. Ray did.
Oh,
Because that's what I was going with. What I remember.
Yeah, you're right.
As the Miz gets the huge pop from coming back in, Ray goes to stop him and boos from everywhere.
Yeah.
Ray ends up doing a cool jump off, ends up doing like a sit down power bomb off another ladder. So that was cool, but the crowd did not care. Boo. And then another great moment because I'm not a big Rey Mysterio fan, so I love all things that happen. Del Rio Mysterio rips Rey Mysterio's mask off, throws it into the crowd, and the crowd goes nuts. It was hilarious. And Ray's just like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And he was so concerned about, oh no, that he knocked the other ladder over. And Del Rio said, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. And he's down. Plus, Jack Swagger almost died because Kofi had his botch of the match. But that's fine.
It's all good.
He's fixed that lately.
You can't go perfect.
No, you can't go perfect, but
You can't bat 1,000.
you can never bat 1,000. Michael Jordan missed jumpers sometimes, like that. Not often, but sometimes.
Yeah, back when he was number 45. Wait, was he? I know he didn't play for the Wizards,
Now, he didn't play for the Wizards.
but was he ever number 45?
Yeah. People don't like to remember that, but
Did he get suspended for a year and a half for gambling? Is that why Stern kicked him out?
I don't know.
That's the rumor going around.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think Michael Jordan ever did anything. Hey, dog. Dog just came out. But yeah, so Michael Jordan and Money in the Bank ladder matches. That's our. Where is he going?
She's going to find other dogs.
Dog's running away. He hears dogs barking to go find him. But yeah, so Del Rio ends up winning. Lawnmowers are starting. This is the real outdoors. But yeah, so Del Rio wins this match, and we talked kind of about why we like watching because it's fun to see where they ended up going. And I'd say Daniel Bryan's was a little better for him than Del Rio's. Del Rio's led to cashing in. Why are you guys backstory? We're filming videos out here. Alright. Anyways, whatever. Back to this. I forgot where I was going.
Well, Del Rio.
SummerSlam, because no one liked CM Punk all of a sudden. Right up his back up. But listen,
Hell yeah.
this guy was riding high. And they said, SummerSlam, we're going to ruin it. So Del Rio ends up cashing in at SummerSlam. You know why?
Because they can't have the hot hand stay at the table on the heater.
You never. What did the dad from Hangover teach us?
You never leave the table on the heater.
Never leave the table on
But
here.
they left the table on the heater.
They really did. It's kind of distressing. But we'll get to that later when we talk about the main event. So yeah, go people from Mexico. Because you...
Viva la Mexico?
Yeah, remember for a while he was the greatest walkthrough in the background I've ever seen.
Hell yeah. Look at the moon.
Whoa!
Oh. Alright.
Look at the moon real quick, everybody. Look! Oh my gosh! Quit doing fireworks. There's a fire going on. Fire! Yoji, fire!
Fire.
He's terrified of fire. But anyways, yeah. So Daniel Bryan, look at these walkthroughs. Daniel Bryan, his Money in the Bank victory went a little better than Sheamus's. And Sheamus, that is nice with the moon in the background.
Ooh, what's through here?
Yeah. But yeah. So Yoji's scared of loud noise. But yeah, so we go and end up he cashes in. And then it was the whole back and forth thing with Cena where he lost it, won it back, and lost it, won it back, and lost it, won it back. And then it was real confusing and such. So it happens though. And then we get to the co-main event, it was crazy. This pay-per-view had both world title matches back to back to end the show. Hasn't been done since '96.
Why would you do that?
Just kidding. But yeah,
Co-main event. Let's be honest.
let's be honest. But
Semi-main event.
yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, Randy Orton. He already went inside. Versus Christian. Randy Orton was the champ, and they've already had how many matches? The SmackDown 1 and 2 pay-per-view. So this is their fourth one.
Yeah.
4 out of 6. So this one wasn't my favorite of them. My favorite one was SummerSlam.
This was set up by Christian's foot being under the ropes at the previous pay-per-view. So it was like, oh well, if Christian gets, if Christian loses by some shady way or Randy Orton gets disqualified, Christian gets the belt.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of knew something was going to go down because they don't just make.
Yeah.
They don't, except for at WrestleMania when all of a sudden right before CM Punk versus Jericho they did it. It never came into play. And like, CM Punk gets disqualified, he loses the title. But anyways, normally it doesn't. They do it for a reason. But yeah, so we get this match again. Wasn't my favorite of them. SummerSlam's was much better. I don't remember which one was Over the Limit or Capital. I don't remember. One of them was really good. I think it was Over the Limit.
Yeah,
but
Over the Limit was good.
Yeah, so and like we said, Christian ends up getting kicked in the nuts because he spit in Randy Orton's face, and he wins the title.
And then,
why do we keep starting fireworks? We're gonna light everything on fire. Ugh.
We are heels when it comes to fireworks.
We are heels when it comes to fireworks because of that fire started by fireworks, and we're not trying to lose our county. But yeah, so Christian wins the title. But it was like the crowd was like, okay, cool. But then, because they had kind of turned on Orton during the match a little bit, because it's Chicago. They they cheer they go against the grain. But then Orton, at the end, Orton won him back over because Orton goes ape crazy.
And then he lost them all with one fatal RKO thing with the table.
Oh no, they were still cheering. Remember, they said one more. They kept cheering.
Because they didn't want to be that embarrassing that RKO did go through the table.
No, that's not what it was at all. It's not what it was at all.
Oh man. I don't know why you tried to move through a table.
Because it doesn't work. It worked It ended up working though.
Yeah, second time's a charm.
Yeah, he's a champ. But the crowd just saw ruthless aggression and said, "Yeah, we'll cheer this."
Yep.
And there it was. And then we get to the main event, Triple H. Oh wait, it wasn't Triple H. Oh, that's right. That's why this was so good.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus John Cena. The match we were looking forward to the whole night. The match where it was built up perfectly. The video package before was awesome. This following message brought to you by CM Punk. Attention. That whole thing. Goes through the whole thing of the whole feud about the contract signing and leaving with the title and all that. You guys know the storyline. We know the storyline. And then we get CM Punk's entrance, and it just shows the crowd for a while, and they did it perfect timing. The whole crowd was chanting CM Punk. Right after they kind of slowed down a little bit, boom, music hits. Comes out with this shirt, and we just said, we need that shirt, but he's leaving. So sad.
Sure. You almost bought one on eBay for like $270.
No, I didn't. I'm not stupid. But other people did. Other people bought it for like $500. It was ridiculous. But he comes out. Obviously, the crowd's going nuts. I mean, he was into it. We got he sold it like, okay, this is my final match. Because apparently it was. I don't know. Some people don't believe the whole storyline, but I don't know. Punk still stays true to it, so I don't know. I mean,
well, what was your backside info story on this one? I thought most people backstage didn't even know Punk was going to resign or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like that's what you were asking. That's what you were saying. Well, I mean, I think you were asking before.
I was asking.
Yeah. And then
they didn't even know.
Yeah, most people thought he was legitimately gone.
Yeah, so they did a good job. So I still believe that it was legit. But yeah.
And they kept it under wraps if it wasn't.
Yeah. And then this match was great because it gave us such things as what's my fucking name? That was great. And best in the world and Michelle Beadle. And this got wrestling on ESPN. He was on Bill Simmons?
He was on Bill Simmons' podcast when they just started off Grantland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had his entrance on ESPN that one time.
Yeah.
It was nuts. He was on all the talk shows.
Colt Cabana was sitting ringside.
Colt Cabana and Ace Steel were sitting ringside, and his mom.
Yep.
Man, we better hurry. It's getting dark out here. We got time. But yeah, so he comes out, obviously, and then Cena comes out. And the boos were apparent. And my young cousin did not know what to do. Young Bryce. Poor Bryce. He comes out, doesn't no salute, just looks down, walks out to the ring, comes in, does a little thing, just, playing the heel, which he needed to do in this. And Match starts, and early on, you could tell they were working towards it was gonna be a long match. So it started off kind of like just grapple back out. The crowd's chants, "You can't wrestle." Punk's like, "Me?" Like, "No, or him." Yes. Okay. That was another incredible moment during this because hilarity ensued. Look at these rockers. This is incredible. But yeah, this match went like 30,
32,
34, 30, something. Yeah, somewhere around there. It was nuts. Many things that I can't even name all the spots here. I'll like
there was a Hurricane Rana that Cena hit that was pretty sick.
On Cena.
No, he hit one. I thought.
Cena hit a Hurricane Rana?
Yeah.
No.
Pretty sure he did. Off the top rope?
No, so CM Punk hit it on John Cena and he rolled through.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then Cena had
John Cena did a Hurricane. Come on now. I've seen this match probably 45 times. I kid you not. I lost this DVD, so I purposely bought best matches of whatever to have this match.
Yep, and I found that at Best Buy for $10 and swooped it up.
Yeah, so, but there was the thing where it went from the GTS, no, it was the Attitude Adjustment into the GTS, into the STF, which was sick. You had the times where it looked like Punk was going to tap out. You had the one where
he hit the GTS and Cena fell through the ropes.
Yeah,
and
he fell through the ropes.
Like, no.
And then he hit the Attitude Adjustment and he kicked out, and then it was like, whoa. But then the other one, he had it and he caught him. It was when he rolled through, caught him, and he just stood there, hit a huge one, and he thought it's over. Kicks out again, and then Punk ends up countering an STF into the Anaconda Vice. We have knees that nail his chin devastatingly. We got, but yeah, he hit the GTS, didn't hit it fully, rolls outside the ring. That's when he goes out, throws him back in, and then that's when Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis come out. This was like the first we saw of John Laurinaitis as like a major guy. And they come out, and you have Punk thrown back, and he looks back like, hey, what you doing? He goes in there. Cena gets the STF, sends Laurinaitis. Cena pops out, knocks down Laurinaitis, says, hey, I'm going to win this. Not like this. And then the moment happened. Cena gets back in. Punk hops up. GTS. Uno, dos, tres. I could try to explain to you, but you wouldn't believe me. You have
if you haven't
no
seen
idea.
This match,
why
do you watch us and not watch this match?
I'm not talking about the match. I'm talking about pandemonium myself.
Oh,
I ran in the kitchen. I ran out of the kitchen. I can't. If I explained to you everything that happened, you wouldn't believe me. I was running in the kitchen. I fell down. I went to circle the thing, and I just fell over. I've never been like. This was up there. That's why I think I can't get behind wrestling as much right now, is because I think what happened was everyone asked, how are you guys so positive about everything? Because we missed a lot of stuff, so this is all new and fresh. We don't have anything to compare it to. A year later, I can't take wrestling seriously because I still remember how I felt this whole summer. Like on Monday all day, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta watch Raw. This Monday, I'm like, oh, it's 6, shoot. Like it just, this is our first thing where we can look back and be like, it was so much better. Like they don't have excuses because we saw this. This was a throwaway pay-per-view, supposed to be. But yeah, so Punk goes, he's celebrating, the crowd's going nuts, bananas, and Cena, is just kind of like,
cut the music, cut the music.
Vince
get
comes
Berto
out,
here.
tells Alberto, get that thing, get Berto out here. Alberto comes out, but before he can do anything, CM Punk gives him a swift kick to the head, and then the famous scene we have, he hops out of the ring, gets up on the guardrail, turns around, blows him the kiss. And another great thing is right when he wins, when he's sitting in the middle of the ring, he gets tired. He's like, is this yours? Is this yours? And then he dips out, runs through the Chicago crowd. And that was a very risky move. I love that. Like, they stole the belt. He just runs. That'd be incredible. But yeah, fireworks ahoy. Let's start fires in all directions. Look at the moon just rising. The rise of the Dark Knight. But yeah. So then this led to the next night. Of course, the next night having a WWE Championship,
Triple H taking over.
Yeah, having a WWE, we can't believe the storyline that the belt's gone, so we'd have a tournament. They threw this down the drain, oh, that's fine, we got a new one. Yeah. And then CM Punk came back way too early. I see the logic, but then don't see the logic. They needed something for SummerSlam, but at the same time, it ruined everything because it was like, oh, we haven't seen him in a week. This is nuts. Yeah, it felt like one of those times when Cena got fired, and you knew he was going to be back next week, so you didn't care. We really thought CM Punk was gone for a while. He was at Cubs games. He had the title in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, the best part was he said that there was a limo. That he said the story on the Art of Wrestling. He said in Forbes there was some other one was on there, but he said that he was at home 9 minutes after the pay-per-view ended because he ran out. There was a limo wait. There was a car waiting. He hopped in the car and left. And by the time he got home, it was 9 minutes later. His phone was just blown up, and he was hanging out with Cabana the next morning.
It's incredible. Yeah. And then obviously we all know how this went.
Hey, Night of Champions was a great
Night of Champions
match.
Night of Champions, I feel like really set the tone for what we had coming. Like I feel like Night of Champions skyrocketed CM Punk's career.
Yep, that was the turning point.
Yep, it was. So that's this. That's this, and potentially that's what we left. That's what led to these shirts.
You can see flames right now with that on the far right.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the whole? Okay, guys, let's look at this real quick. Right. Tell me if you can see this. Where is it?
Y'all can see flames. Hit the like button.
Where is it? Do you see those little red dots? That is fire. Fire.
Well, before we catch on fire, we gotta end on
Money in the Bank 2011. Let us know what you thought. If you didn't like this pay-per-view, we don't like you.
Yeah, unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. But we will talk to you later. Stay tuned to our Money in the Bank 2012 review where we finish off the right way.
Yep.
Good night, everyone.
The trilogy.